Um, yeah, my mom didn't take us to the doctor. That's another story. But she used like natural herbs whenever if we were coming down. But that's all Haitians. Like, they don't like going to the hospital. They like using, herbs. So she had recipes where, like, we didn't get a cold. As you can see, I didn't go to the dentist as a child. I'd never been to the dentist as a child. My first time going to a dentist is when I was pregnant with my oldest. Yeah. So that tells you, like, she took good care of us. But and I noticed that when I turned as a mother, I was always in my masculine energy because I always had to prove myself. And my mom didn't have that encouragement. And even when she did have good people around her, she would end up moving. But I'm getting off topic. But with this colorism, especially with people like this, who thinks because they're light skinned that everything should be handed to them. And if I'm lying, look at the trend that's going around in all these Caribbean countries where people are literally bleaching themselves just to be accepted. And not y'all, but a lot of people are making it seem like it's the white people that's tearing us down when it's us that's tearing us down. Because, instead of trying to build each other up, unhealed, jealous people like this are causing ripples within the black community instead of coming together. And I say I'm a child of colorism because growing up in this type of community where, especially in Haiti, which I was finding out as I was doing research, I researched a lot because if y'all I'm like different. I'm like that weird nerdy girl that's cute, but she's kind of weird. That's me. But I'm interesting because I didn't grow up having everything. Like, we stayed in a middle class neighborhood, but we were literally struggling. So being someone that was growing up that didn't have anybody pouring into her, my mom, all she was thinking about was, she had to pay the bills, and then she was so focused on her husband, making sure there was a man in the house. For what? I don't know, because he didn't do and that's why I go back, especially to the video that I posted on Saturday, was these 80s and 90s babies, because I'll be 40 next year. These 80s and 90s babies grew up in households where it was, whatever goes in my household, you're not supposed to be telling outside. You're not supposed to be telling our business, which I understand. This is why I would fall out with people, because people that I thought I could trust knew what was going on in my household. They would go back and tell people that really didn't have to know, but just to have something to talk about. Just to have something to talk about. And with people like this, and that angel is right there in between that one and her mom. And because she also was one of them who thought, because their mom put it in their head that, you know, you're better than everybody because you came out a certain skin color. And being somebody who was affected by colorism, because it's a long story, but because I was dark-skinned, I was always I don't know like what words to use. I don't want to even put outcast, because a lot of times I just really didn't want to be seen, because like I said, nobody poured into me, told me I was a beautiful little black queen. Nobody told me like you should love yourself. Don't seek validation from others. Love yourself. Nobody told me that. And since my mom really didn't have, like I said, and she's not even now, she's not really open to say how her childhood was, but when she did open up, it kind of made sense. Like, she didn't get that love from her mom, which I see that's like a thing with Haitians. Like, why didn't y'all pour into your kid, like girls? That's why we come out so masculine, and that's why we're always in our masculine energy, because we have to put that shield up as protection, because once we feel that somebody's like caring about us, we don't know how to react like that. We don't know how to react to it. And with my mom being so strong, that's what she's always shown me. And going back to the households, it's all how you are raised. See this woman right here? Who's preaching like she's in church. This is why I don't go to church. It's because people like this, who portray their one thing and really is another thing. Because with me, I'm me. And every single time I feel like I have to act like somebody that I'm not, I don't need to be around you. Because a person can only wear a mask for so long before they start showing their true colors.